Yesterday, I told him to reschedule exam for 10 days. Yesterday, he messaged me and I told him to reschedule the exam for 10 days. But he did not listen. Okay, now you cleared with all above target. I cannot say anything. Naveed, can you walk through what happened yesterday if you can, if you like, and then the entire journey? You are muted. You are muted.
Muted.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
So actually, it's a bit personal because I think there was mm, one of my father's aunt was living with us, and she had no children anyway. So my father was responsible here. So she was living with us since long time. She was basically younger daughter of my grandmother.
Mm.
So and she was also ill from since long time. And you remember last time also, I mean, I told you that there are some issues going on. My mother was also ill, and then she was also getting ill. So a lot of challenges are there, and I was very much afraid that whether I will be able to even give the exam or not,
Mm.
because I was that maybe on my exam day she will pass away or something like this happen, then it will be very difficult for me to manage the things. That's why I even rescheduled my exam 2 times, and then I just then decided to just go for this from home. Even it was not planned. Then I I thought that let's go for the Monday, and then I will plan it from I mean for Sunday, and then I plan it for Sunday from my home. And I was afraid that it will happen, but it happened just one day before my exam. So then I thought I should go. I will not just postpone the things again, because I'm not sure what will come next in my way. So that's why even you told me to postpone it to 10 days, but still I adhere to my plan and I decided to go ahead. Even though I was fearing whether I will be able to meet or not, then I will get scolded by you. But then I just okay. But and it was very good, support from Sudha and from Raju and from the follow up. And Sudha also, shared a lot of course material, your course material, and you also like, supported me, attempting the mocks, even scolding me. I remember the first day, and I messaged you that I just do not want to go to the RC again and again, and you just scolded me on call. And everybody, even I was at home, and there was guest at my home. I was thinking, whom you are talking, and so I said, okay, he's my instructor, and he just scolding me because I didn't attempt the thing. I was actually the like. I just have the mind like that. I should not go again typing, because if I know the answer, I will mark. If I don't know, then I will not. I will just go ahead like this. I was trying, but your approach was right. That go perform some RCA. At least it will give some insight to the question, to the details. You will at least I will be able to. So, and the last, I think I remember I attempted some 200 online hard mock questions, which I tried, and it gives a more clarity that how to approach the for the things, like if there is a question like what should the project manager do next, then what, obviously there should be analysis, there should be perform, there should be some action from the project manager first, then after other things will happen. So this type of thinking just give an idea that how to answer the questions.
Mm. Mm.
It's good support from everybody in the team, and the good support from you. And even it's good that even you are sitting there in USA and I'm in India, and still you are just sending messages, even responding to the messages, in spite of having lot of students around the globe. Still you are personally messaging everyone and follow up with everyone, because I did that Scrum Master certification sometimes back from some instructor.
Mm.
And if after one class, they even don't bother to ask what happened to you, whether you passed or not. So, and I was thinking, okay, he will also be maybe like this. Just I just paid the amount, and then everything is done. Now you just go yourself and do whatever you want. But it was not like this. So
Yeah.
it's
So
really
why did you thought it will be like that? Didn't I told you in 6 days class, I'm gonna do follow up. I'm gonna do follow up. I'm gonna do follow up.
yeah. I just had an idea at that time when you said that you are. But I was thinking maybe it's just starting. He's just saying that I will do, but maybe how will he get that time? How will when who get the time after that? Once the payment is done, everything is done, then everybody will say, okay, just do whatever you want. But it is good, but it's really good, and I would be very happy, and even would like to be in touch with you in future as well,
Sure.
for further professional growth and everything.
Sure. Sure thing. Now your coach, she came, she pushed you, she made sure that you are before. How has been my co-facilitator, my coach Sudha with you along the direction?
Uh, so the, I would say she was, outstanding. She was, eh, she was like behind me every time, day and night. Even I was, she is in USA and she's messaging me in the morning time in India. I was thinking, where is she right now? Is she in India and she's in USA? She's even, I don't know, at her night time she's messaging me, in the daytime when I'm just messaging her, then also she is replying. So I just said, I asked Sudha, are you working 24/7 in USA? And means how are you answering me every time, whenever? And even sometime, even I was like shying, like to, I just pinged her message, can I call you right now? Should I ask something to you? Can I call you? And she immediately called me, rather than just saying, no, I'm busy, nothing. I never heard anything like, I am busy, I cannot talk, we'll talk you later. She
Hmm.
always replied. She is very good in the follow up as well, and sharing the, not only, follow up is the one thing. Follow up is just like a formality, like, what did you do, what did you do, even though if I am busy, I am not answering. But in spite of follow up, she added the things, like she shared the course material, she even pushed me, she called me, that, okay, if you are not able to do this, just please do this, please attempt this. If you are going to plan the test, then obviously you should go for this particular set of questions. If you cannot do this, then please try this one as well. So she tried to, optimize the material, optimize the content for me, not only just follow up, what did happen today, what did happen today, not like this. So it's really very good, it's very engaging. Like, I feel like I'm not talking to any robot or something, just a chatbot, just sending the messages. But at least as a human touch was there. She was very friendly. She just used to message, she used to follow up, and sharing the details every time. So she's very good in all these things. So thank you, Sudha, for your support in this whole journey and this tough time. I know it's very, sometime I was feeling bad that I am just not answering to you, even you send message, and I was keep quiet because I was not sure whether I will be able to make it or not. And even sometime I told like, okay, yes, I did something, like, I am studying. When she asked, so what is the update, I just said, okay, yes, I am studying, although I was not, because there were some challenges in my professional as well, because I told you one of my colleague was also left the job, so I was having burden of all the projects, and due to the year end also, it's very much busy. I was very much busy, but Soda was able to cope up with me.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so do you provide any other certification? I provide all PMI certification. I'm PMI authorized training partner. Okay. Naveed, you gave exam online. You changed from physical to online, right?
Yes.
On the last day. So can you walk me through the online process, how the process was? And interestingly, you're the second guy we are recording journey. Both you gave online exam. Like one was Martina's student, and so the all
Mm.
my coaches are just amazing. So how was that for you? Can you walk me through the online process, especially in India? You're in India, right?
Yes.
How was the online process? What you did? What was the processes? If you can walk through it.
It was, they shared a mail to me. I booked the exam. I received the mail. First mail was, and there were two links. One was to test the system, and one was their original link. So first I test the system. It was simple. They were running the setup and everything. Um, the system check for 5 minutes, and when I just opened the click on the exam link, main exam link, half an hour before the exam, then the link was open, and there was some, QR code was given. I just scanned it using my mobile, and then on my mobile it was some steps there. I have to, click my photos, my front photo, my back photo, my left side, my right side in the room. So everything I clicked, and then I then submitted, and the system was also verified during that time. So once the system check is done, everything was done, then the proctor switch on the camera, I mean the webcam was on, and I was started proctored. And I just, because you also told me, I remember last time in very initial days, that whenever there is a virtual exam, please do not try to open your mouth, or do not try to talk, or do not try to read the questions loudly, because it may impact the things and they may block you. You told that there was some guy who was just talking and he just read the question and they blocked. So I tried to keep myself very much quiet, although it was very, very difficult, because I used to read the questions loudly sometimes. This is my habit, but I was just in my heart and my mind, I was reading the questions and was trying to control myself. Anyhow, even I
Like
didn't try to
you are
touch.
you are reading in your heart, not loudly. right?
Yeah, not loyalty, because it was very difficult for me. And the thing happened, there is some personal issues also happened in my family. And I was sitting on the, I mean, on the first floor of in my house, and there is ground floor, some issues were going on, and suddenly noises came to my room, and I was like, should I abort the exam and go to the ground floor to see the issue, or should I? But what happened, there was a 10 minutes break at that time, and then I took the break and I just messaged. Then my wife said, okay, don't worry, nothing is happening, so please go ahead with your test. And
Mm.
yes, it was, I think you told that we cannot take break or something, but they allowed me the break. What
No,
I did,
no, there are two breaks. Did you watch the final video? In the final video, it is mentioned there are two breaks. Is after 60 and 120 question.
yeah, yeah, there were two breaks. And they even matlab, they allowed me. I even, what happened, whenever there was a break, I took a break and I asked the moderator there, should can I go to drink the water, and can I go to the washroom? So I just, so he said, yes, just go ahead and please be back on the time. That is what he said. Just wait a minute. So this way, so it was overall, it was good, but it was very much, I would say, a strict type of, because I cannot move here and there. I should not have phone, uh, because it was very difficult. Nowadays, even this Apple, it was also getting, in the vibrating mode and something. So I kept it away, and I even he asked me sometimes that please lower your camera. I was going out of the frame, so moderator asked me, "Please lower your camera. Your shoulder should be visible." Something like this. So means he was even keeping an eye on me. It was not like that he was not there. So it was difficult. It is not easy, I would say. What
Mm.
I assume, maybe the center one may be a bit easy than this. That is what I assume, because in home it's bit difficult.
Mm. It's
And even I remember one time there was some network problem also on my system, and it was again connection loss was coming, and suddenly the test stopped. Then
ah.
I checked, the test was actually, what I did, I connected it on my first my on mobile hotspot. That is the issue happened, and suddenly that hotspot got off.
Mm.
And then I tried and it was not getting connected. Then I connected again on home Wi-Fi, and then it was restarted. And I was like, I am ab gaya main, now I'm gone. I think everything is gone now, because the connection is lost, and maybe moderator will not allow me. But he just allowed me at that time, and I was able to do it.
Mm. Okay, awesome, just awesome. Guys, all the challenges in the world, right?
Yeah.
So this is a very, I want to take back this journey where he started the first. And this is what I'm trying to make a point here. One of the
Mm,
students, she was calling me in between the break, was another call at that time. I actually was in a call with Sudha at that time. And this challenge I face with so many students.
mm,
I call it resistance of RCA. Okay. Like this is human resistance. No, I don't want to do it on Excel file. I want to type it. When you do that, when you learn from it, your preparation goes exponentially high. There is
mm.
nothing else. It's resistance of RC. Nothing else. Naveed, do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. But actually, the thing is that now, because we are also matured professional person, we are not like those students in the class who can do everything, like this. So sometimes, by the age, the mind also get changed, the learning method also get changed. So we start to learn our own ways. Sometimes, okay, we can do only this, because sometimes these things also can block you. Like if I'm not able to do this, so maybe I'm not so good in this. So
Hmm.
that was my fear at the start. But
But
then
you did. When you
slowly,
did,
slowly I learned. But slowly I
slow,
learned.
slowly you learned, and when you did, awesome things happen, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
RCA, this for everyone, it's day 3. It's day 3. So please, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, RCS, RCS, RCS. Anyone who did all the RCS before the Friday class, I'll guarantee you, you become PMP before the next batch starts. Straightforward, Sudha. Do we ever deal, Sudha? Right? That's the plan. I'll make
Yeah,
sure.
Navid did all RCS.
No, he did
Yeah.
later on. Nah.
Yeah.
He was batch 7 student. He
Yes.
did in 4 months PMP.
Yeah.
He is one of the genius student in the class.
Yes,
I'm
he
telling
is
you that.
genius. He
This
is
is for
genius.
everyone. He is not a low student. Okay, low IQ student. There are students in the class that are 20% are those who are high IQ. There are students then 60% that are normal. then 20% which are below IQ. He was among the top students, but the resistance, Naveed, we could have done this a month, like
Yes.
in
Yeah,
the first
I
month.
was I always
actually,
tell him that he just
Naveed,
spent 15 days
yeah,
properly and he could clear with all about target.
Naveed, it's not the one time that I had a discussion and I yelled at you. I yelled at you multiple times in last 5 months.
yeah.
You remember one time. This is, guys, you will get in that yelling just for the context for me. If you don't do that, Sudha will escalate it. The first step is your Shameem or Manishka will work with you. If they don't do,
Mhm.
they'll escalate to Sudha. If you don't listen to Sudha, then you will get direct yelling from me. No filter there. Okay, Naveed, in the exam, apart from the challenge that you are having, what was the most difficult thing for you?
In terms of questions you are asking, or any other challenge apart from the
Question,
question
question,
paper?
question, question.
Questions, I would say it's a bit, tricky questions for more there in the process part, like, people parts, because, I'm working as I'm already project manager in my company. I'm working as a project manager since last 8 to 10 years, and I have handled operations, everything. I'm having almost 19 years of experience, so my mindset is different, my approach is different. So when I started preparing, I was thinking, and I even attempted your mock. See, there were some questions were getting wrong, so I was, I mean, so why it is giving wrong for my answer, because I did this in my company. Then I realized, I go through the content, realized that you should not go very much practical into it. You should think about some theoretical way as well. So the questions are very much tricky. Like I said earlier, that if there is a question like what should project manager do and do next, so there is a different approaches. And some questions were very straightforward, very very easy. Like, I would say CPI and SPI like questions are very easy, because you should only remember this: what should be the CPI value, and what will be the budget, what will be the scheduling, what will be behind, will it be above. So that is the simple. But the question which seems very much simple, they are most tricky. This is what I felt, which also you also told us in our preparation journey, that the question which will be looking like very much simple, it will be most difficult question, because even I have to think about every 10 minutes for even a simple question. I was just reading it again and again, option again and again, and I was getting confused of why it is. Sometimes in the first go, it was like, "Oh, it's very simple question," but when I tried to attempt it, no, it should not be the answer, because it cannot be. It is again changing the aspects, changing the thinking of the about the question. What should project manager do? There was some, most some of the typical question related to the supplier and the vendors part, that there are changes in the plan, the changes in the material quality, then supplier shared something else against the quality standard during the project execution. What will you do? How will you manage? And the most I was also most confused in the exam at that time. It was related to the communication, like there are global teams you are managing, so what should you do? And I was amazed. There were almost 4 to 5 or 6 questions. I was feeling like why they are repeating the same questions again and again regarding the co-located teams. The one team is in Brazil, one team is in USA, one team is in India. Like the locations are changed, different locations are there. How will you communicate? How will you manage communication? One team is not available. How will you improve the productivity of the team? So these type of question, they are very much confusing questions. But I was attempting question number, suppose for one, regarding to the communication. Then again the second question also almost similar, but there is something changed. And but the agenda in the question was, what will the project manager do? How will you enhance the collaboration? How will you convey your project status to the team if they are at different location and different time zone? They are not available in their time zone. How many meetings will you do? How many times you will do the meeting? So this type of question. Usually in our practical life, I manage the team. One team is Brazil, one team is in USA, one team is in Germany, in Sweden, and some in India. So what I usually do, I sometimes call the meeting in the mid of the day, like 5:30 or 6:30, because that. But there's a different approach. But in the question, there was no such approach mentioned that I was doing. So I was confused at the time. But then I tried. Because I attempted mocks, I heard some YouTube videos, so I learned that how to answer those type of questions, and I was able to do it.
Hmm. Okay, okay.
Communication
But
part, I would say, managing teams in the different location, it was the some tricky part, and then the vendors part was the trickier one. That how will you manage, and the quality, like execution has happened, the sprint has happened, and now the customer is saying that this is not matching the quality. what should you do after first some delivery.
Hmm.
So this type of questions, there were some tricky questions.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Guys, anyone has any question, do ask. Naveed, handle the emergency you are in. I'm gonna request you send me a 10 to 15 question that we can use. I'm sure those questions will be amazing, that we will be
Sure.
using it along the direction. It has been a beautiful journey. Eril, go ahead.
Yeah, I got reply that you do give other trainings on other certifications, but I don't see it on your website.
Oh, that is a personal question. We will discuss it later on. About first ask him. I'll show you where you say it. Okay. Ji, yes, Samir.
Yeah, so hi, Naveed. I wanted to ask, like, how did you manage time in the exam? During the exam, did you finish before the time allotted, or what was your strategy during the exam?
Actually, when I started mock, then I learned these things that you should not do hurry at the start very much. Just start attempting the question, take some time at the start. And at the start, I realized the questions were not very much lengthy. So it was, 2 lines question, mostly a 3 line questions, and then just read the questions properly, try to understand, try to interpret the things, and I would say I spent about 60 to 70 minutes in the, I would say about 75 minutes in the first 60 questions, because I revised it. But once, because what happened when you attempt the 60 questions, then you also get the chance to go to the review. So I reviewed the questions again and again, where even some questions I marked as unmarked. I didn't attempt those. So I just go back and I check those question again. I even try to even correlate the past question and the next question, because sometimes some questions seems like they are correlated with the question number one and the question number two. So I just try to understand, okay, what was my answer there, what was my answer in the next question, what should be my answer in the next question, because they are anyhow some, you will every, because process people and these are the type of questions, they are mostly, you will feel like they're a similar question. So try to give time on the first 60 question, then go to the second one. Second one is also very much important. So overall you get around 240 minutes. So you will be able to this thing. I don't think so. I was able to even 15 minutes before I tried. I was able to even complete it. But you should manage, because I didn't take the break so long. It was 10 minutes break, but I did it only 2-3 minutes. So that is the difference. So now it depends on you. If you are working taking it from virtually, then you can optimize your break. Even from the test room also, you can also optimize it, because I didn't take the break much. I just 2 or 3 minutes break just to drink water and go to washroom, something like this. So that's why I was able to do it earlier than this the allotted time.
Hmm.
The
Okay.
main thing is that you should think, you should compose yourself, and then answer the question, and do not hurry. Just do not just, okay, and do not read the only first 2 lines or first two options. Just read all the options, try to think about them, and then answer, and
Hmm.
you will be able to manage it within the time. This is not a challenge, I would say.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Anyone else has any question they want to ask him? Guys, this is your time. You see, this is the perfect time to ask the question. You have gone through 3 days, you have worked with that, and you know what works, what does not work. Okay. Yes, Saf.
Yes, I have a question. Many congratulations to Mr. Naveed. And my question
Thank you.
is that how many questions should be correct in the exam
No one
out
knows
of
that.
180?
No one knows that. PMI does not share. So as a general,
Yeah,
70% is a good score. PMI does not even share after passing. In my mocks, when you will get 70% right, you will pass the exam. Okay.
there is no actually
Okay.
there is no I would say percentage or something like that. They only target about target pass like this.
And that's actually good. Otherwise, people
Yeah.
will start like I would say it's a you just discuss the risk topic. It's a qualitative based exam. Okay,
Mm.
good.
If
Taqi,
you cross
your your voice is not
correct
coming.
answers, automatically result will come or
When you will study,
hello,
when you will
my voice
study,
is coming.
Saf, when you will study and you will get 70% marks, I'll tell you you are ready for the exam. So you only need to worry on the inputs, outputs you never know. Okay, Ji Taqi.
Okay,
Ji Takir.
Don't worry, don't think about the result right now.
Yeah.
Just prepare yourself, and when you will attempt the mock, you will come to know that how it happened. But
Yeah.
don't worry about the results.
Don't worry about the outcome, worry about the
Yeah,
input. Okay. Ji Takir, go ahead.
Thank you so much.
welcome.
Yes, many congratulations to Mr. Naveed, and I hope and wish him very good luck for his the future coming. My
Thank
question is that whether in the exam it was the narrow games or the decision power game or the knowledge game. Can you just elaborate this one? Thank you.
you. Okay, yeah. So actually, it's a combination of both, I would say, decision power and the knowledge. Because without knowledge, you cannot even take decision. So until unless you will not have knowledge about the theoretical part, like what is Monte Carlo analysis, what are the critical path methods, what is a story point method, then there are questions related to this. Those things, like if there is some SME support, some expert support, then which type of method you will use? Will you use different type of methods are mentioned there. So for that you should be aware of that what are these methods called and what they do. So if there will be options mentioned like this unit Monte Carlo analysis or burn down chart or burn up chart or velocity chart, then if you will not read about it, then you will not be able to answer it. So that is the knowledge. What is the CPI? What is SPI? And what is the implication of low CPI and higher CPI? So you should be aware of it. And the other things, like sometimes what I felt like, sometimes I try to understand, I mean, I would say the tool, that how do you take the decisions. But obviously the decisions are also linked somewhere in the background of the tool, maybe related to the theory or something, because what should you do? So obviously you cannot do something which is not sensible to the project management. So obviously the you need to answer it sensibly according to the theory as well, keeping in mind and your practical decision. You will not find the options as per your wish. There are the set of options there which you should select, applying your knowledge and your decision making power. So it checks like servant leadership. Mostly it is now agile based, so it like the project manager should work as a servant leader. So servant leader means you are serving your team, you are supporting your team, you are not blaming them, you are not taking actions against them. So there are questions you will find that some bad member is there in the team and he is not supporting the team in getting the work done. So what you will do with him? So there will be option like, there are the options like, you will complain to HR, you will ask the team member to just remove him from the team, or you will talk to him. So as a servant leader, what should be your approach? Obviously you should go to him, you will talk to him, that what happened, why are you not able to perform. So this is the your decision making power, like your servant leadership, that how will you handle the situations. There are conflict among the members, and then how will you, it doesn't mean that you will take one side. You have to be in the conflicts, you have to understand both the team member, then you have to come up with the decision. And even if after that you are not able to do, then there are next set of questions are there. If even things are out of your hand, then obviously you will do some other things at the end. So these type of questions are there. What will you do as a project manager if there is a conflict between two person? They are not listening to each other, they are not ready to apply the coding methods or apply the quality criteria. So that those are type of those questions which ask for your decision power, that how should you handle the things. Like I said earlier, in the communication as well, different times those are there, people are working, how will you manage them? So knowledge is also important. So I would say, just please learn all these things. What are the Monte Carlo analysis? What are the CPI, SPI? And I think Amir sir said earlier that you should learn how to use the Chat GPT. And I, took his point, and I learned a lot of things through it.
Hmm. Thank you very much. I would put one thing here in his answer. It's not about nerves. It is nerve. It's more about practice, practice, practice. You
Hmm.
see, people get nervous because of lack of practice. Because of lack of practice. When you practice the same thing, same thing, same thing, you don't feel it at all. So when you will, I'll give you a simulator which with mocks. So when you will do a lot of questions, 180, 180, 180, 180. So when you go there, you are doing a mock again. Okay. And then we will change your mindset a day before the exam as a final call.
Hmm.
So make sure into that way. Faisal, go ahead.
So, first of all, many congratulations and best of luck. Please, can you guide us which particular chapter or areas we should focus our maximum questions from which particular areas comes, and most questions are scenario based. Please, can you guide on this?
Yeah, I would say mostly I think all of the areas are equally important in terms of when you start learning the things, but then you when you proceed further and go into the practice mode, then obviously the process and people questions are very much important, and there are agile based questions are there mostly, agile or hybrid. I would say in my scenario I didn't see mostly predictive questions were not there. There were very less questions. So mostly we were talking always about, the agile teams are there, agile project is there. So most questions were from agile and the scrum team, like this happened in a retrospective, now the customer wants these things, and or some sales manager is there, they are complaining. So all these questions were related to the agile processes. So focus on those things as well, try to learn these concepts, because obviously we cannot, uh, I would say, remember all the questions and answer and the topic, and their choices. You just need to understand the concept, then only you will be able to market. Because it is not like, if even if you are attempting the mocks, you are not able to remember those all the questions, and obviously you will feel like, yes, I have done it, but it will not be same, it will be different. So I think go for process and people questions mostly this time, and agile based questions are mostly there. So just prepare your agile topic very thoroughly, go through it, and then try for the mocks, and then attempt for the real exam.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Basim, go ahead.
Yes, Naveed, I have one question for you.
Yeah.
What technique you use for solving the lengthy questions? Like some questions, most of the questions I see that comes with the 4 to 5 lines. And if does this question worry you about the time? If they do worry you about the time, how you manage the time for the during solving this question?
Yeah, I think the Amir sir is there. He's the master of this technique. He taught us, and he taught that you should first read the last line. What should project manager do? Because in most of the question you will find only this thing. What should project manager do? Because it is about project management. So obviously, what should you do? It is the thing, and then you start reading the question. And yeah, I know that these lengthy questions sometimes makes you feeling difficult. Like how will you manage the time? But you can easily manage it. You just read the question, and just learn the technique that how to read between the lines. This is the technique you should learn. Just read between the lines. Even if you read the question, you will not understand everything. I would say that is
Okay. Okay. So what he's trying to say, I guess, Naveed, we
what my
lost in
experience.
between. Naveed is
So
saying
just start reading the
use
first
the use the semester.
line, then second line, and then start to find out the key point there, and read between the line what they are going to ask. And first,
Naveed, can you hear us?
am I
Yes.
audible?
Yes, yes, now you are
Hello?
audible. Can you explain the answer one
Yeah,
more
yeah.
time, please?
Yeah, what I was saying that please, if there is a lengthy question, so just go. I mean, start from the last. Obviously, it will be what should you do or what should project manager do, and then read between the lines in the questions and go through all the options and try to justify each options with the question that, okay, like suppose if there is the question where it is asking about what decision we should take. So obviously, question the answers like which says about the project, or just fire the team, or any negative things, obviously those type of option you should avoid. And in the first go, then check for, then validate some one or two options will be left, then you just try to think, okay, is if it will be valid or it will be valid. So this way you can solve this lengthy question, but focus on read between the line what it is trying to say and how to answer it. Am I
Okay.
audible?
Yes, you are. Thank you very much. What he's saying is use the 7-step formula and work into that way. Thank you,
Yeah.
Naveed. Thank you for such explanation. It has been a beautiful journey. Naveed, send me a picture with your certificate and send me your LinkedIn link. And Sudha, 10 questions we need.
So Naveed can take a class. He
No,
explains so well.
yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome. He's awesome. Thank you, Naveed. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you,
Thank
Naveed. It
you.
was a beautiful journey, and I
Thank
really
you.
enjoyed working with you.
Everyone
Thank
join the same link in 1 minute, in 10 seconds, so that videos can get converted. Please.
Okay.